does someone like you focus yourself while you're focusing your lens in the midst of all the chaos and danger that surrounds you on the front lines?
Sure. A large part of what I'm doing is trying to stay focused on exactly what's happening in front of me. So I'm not really paying attention to myself per se. I'm really thinking about how can I tell the story in the most accurate way. And I really have to focus on composition, getting things in focus, actually, and figuring out where the story is moving to.
So personal safety, what percentage of your brain does that occupy while you're there?
It occupies a large percentage. I mean, it really depends. Every story is different. So sometimes I am directly in the line of fire. Sometimes I'm not. Sometimes a lot of the personal safety precautions I'm taking as I'm trying to get to a story and access that story. So it really depends. I mean, I'm not photographing every second that I'm in theater. So often I'm sort of making my way to a place and then I get there and I work very quickly and leave.
You described it once as the testosterone of battle. I want to ask you this, as a woman, do you find that controlling the adrenaline in that moment, controlling risk, is easier for female war photographers than for your male colleagues?
I think for me, I am always trying to put that adrenaline, put that fear in a very specific place and to just stay focused on getting the story. So sometimes, for example, during this ambush in the Korengal Valley, my first priority was to get down and to seek cover so I wouldn't get shot. And then my second priority was to try to take photographs. So I'm constantly sort of judging where the danger is coming from, how can I take a picture without getting shot, and managing that adrenaline and managing that fear.
Lynsey, you have lost colleagues and friends, among them Tim Hetherington and Chris Hondros, who were killed in Libya. You yourself were kidnapped in Libya and held for a week. What makes you continue to want to go back? Is there a greater good you're serving, or is there a personal need for the rush?
There definitely is not a personal need for the rush. For me, it's really about telling the story and making sure that policymakers have the information they need to make decisions and that people around the world understand what's going on in other countries. I think anyone who does his job for a living does it because it's a calling. It's something that sort of takes over your life, and really there's nothing else I would be doing.
Do you think that killing journalists in war zones should be a war crime, as the AP chief said this week?
I do, actually. I think it should be on par with, I do think it's a war crime. I think that journalists are there to provide a service. We're there to bear witness. Without journalists, no one would know what's going on around the world. So I think that we provide a fundamental service that is necessary. And there is no sanctity in journalism anymore. We used to be respected as neutral observers, and now we're not.
Lynsey Addario, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.